All right, welcome back to DPL. Joining me now is Allyson Aynesworth from Polo on the Lawn and Chad Hauser, the executive chef from Cafe Momentum, an organization giving troubled youth a second chance. Allyson?
Hello.
Chad? Thank you. Thank you guys for being with us today.
Thanks for
First of all, Allyson, tell us about the event, Polo on the Lawn, that you got coming up today. Starts at 3 o'clock.
It does. It's this afternoon. So wherever you're watching the Derby, come join us. It's our 14th year of doing this. And it's a day with beautiful thoroughbreds, and the Kentucky Derby will be simulcast on big screens.
Nice.
Good food, good drink, good fun. Bring your family, bring your dogs, and wear your best Derby hat.
So what do you have? Polo events, polo matches going on during this Polo on the Lawn fundraiser?
Absolutely. The Interscholastic League and actual professional polo is going on all day. There are also personalities around town that are judging best hat, best clothing. There's something for everyone.
So like
definitely.
The Derby, it's a dress-up kind of event.
It is a dress-up kind of. Some of these
all those
people,
hats you had in the closet, we finally get a chance to wear one, huh?
Absolutely, and some people go all out. There have been whole cities on top of people's hats. There have been scenes from plays or movies on top of people's hats, and some people come very much in character.
Right on, right on. Well, you decided to choose Cafe Momentum as your benefactor for this event. Why Cafe Momentum?
Well, every year we traditionally pick two different philanthropic organizations or projects that we raise money for. And we've been doing this for 18 years now, this particular event for 14. They generally tend to be helping children, something children related or domestic violence related, and it has a little to do with Dina Miller and with a few of us and what has affected our lives, what we're most passionate about, and what.
Oh, cool.
What is people that are doing good things that we want to not only help raise money for, but help get more exposure for. And Cafe Momentum is doing such magic and changing these kids' lives that anything we can do to help, we want to.
Yeah, and they're changing their lives, but they're doing it in a different way.
I know.
And Chef Chad, tell us how you're doing that with Cafe Momentum and changing lives for the youth.
Well, people always ask us for our elevator pitch. What's your elevator pitch? And I finally whittled it down to, we take kids out of jail and teach them to play with knives and fire.
Okay.
And that stops people in their tracks.
Right.
Cafe Momentum is a 12-month paid internship for kids coming out of juvenile detention. In addition to teaching them legal employment skills, we also use the restaurant as a platform or a vehicle to teach them life skills and social skills that they may not have been modeled for them or they've learned previously. And then we also have an entire case management department that kind of holistically begins to compile all the tools and resources they need, in addition to working to be able to make a real sustainable change in their lives.
And there's a lot of children that want to be involved in this.
Absolutely.
Because cooking and chefs and shows and everything all over the place now, I mean, it's become really popular.
It's become very popular. We specifically work with kids coming out of juvenile detention. I think what we didn't realize when we started it was that young men are probably every bit, if not worse, gossips than young ladies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so we've garnered quite the positive reputation throughout all of the Dallas County juvenile facilities. And so we have quite a few young men. Our goal for 2015 when we opened the restaurant was to work with 50 kids. We have 51 that we're already working with, and we had 20 show up last night for an orientation. So we'll definitely surpass that number.
Now, do the facilities that they're in or where they come from, do they recommend them to you because something they see in them, those kids, those particular kids?
That's yes and no. I mean, definitely we were incubated by another organization, Youth with Faces, which is a nonprofit that puts together programs inside several of the facilities. And so certainly some of the young men that go through programs through them are recommended to us. The county has on-staff probation officers and psychiatrists at the detention facilities. And then even when a young man is released and is on probation, sometimes the probation officer, because they know who we are, will will recommend a young man. It's not always necessarily about the young man wanting to learn how to cook, but that the restaurant provides a really wonderful opportunity to give them the hope, inspiration, confidence, tool, and resources to really be able to make the change in their life.
Yeah, and they're not only learning, as you say, learning about cooking, they're learning about the restaurant business, period, because there's so many aspects of that business that they can maybe see that they're more geared to than maybe cooking, right?
Well, absolutely, and I think if you polled everyone in Dallas, I think you'd find the majority of adults in Dallas have at some point in their life worked in a restaurant, whether they waited tables or bussed tables or washed dishes, you know, if you ask them what life skills and social skills they learned that helped them onto the success they've seen today, they could spend an hour telling you. And that's the idea behind the restaurant, is to really give them that solid foundation in a very nurturing environment.
And how cool is it to be hooked up with Polo on the Lawn coming up today?
It's pretty awesome. It'll be my first polo match.
All right. Be careful on those horses, man. They're serious. They are real horses, man. And they really be giddy upping. Okay?
Maybe I'll just buy you a beer and stand next to you.
All right, and I'll look for you, and we'll do that. We'll do that together, okay?
Deal.
Well, we appreciate you guys being with us, and good luck with the event today. There's still time to sign up, right?
Absolutely.
Tell us how we could do that.
You can go to www.prestonwoodpolo.com. There's a link on there, and if you're not in front of a computer, just come on out. You can pay at the door.
All right, right on. And where is it going to be once again?
It's going to be at the Prestonwood Polo Club in Oak Point, Texas.
All right, Oak Point, Texas, something you don't want to miss. Something a little different, you know, to raise money for a great cause and have fun doing it at the same time. That's what it's all about, giving back. All right, to find out how you can help, visit cafemomentum.org. Drew Pearson Live will be back after this when I sit down with Mayor of McKinney, Brian Lohmiller, to talk about all the great things going on in his community. So stay tuned.